Okay, there was some issue again. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtikim Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Krupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Shri Guru Dina Dayalam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna everyone.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So we have totally 25 prayers. So in that we have already covered around, I think, 19. Okay. So another 6 we have. So next is by prayers by Lord Indra. So I think. So let's continue with this. We try to complete this today. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 16, verse 49. Tvam hi yasya janma sthiti samyaman vibho gunair aniho akratakala shakti dhruk tat swabhavan pratibhodayan sataha samikshya mokha vihara ihase. Tvam hi yasya janma sthiti samyamam vibho Gunair aniho akratakala shakti dhruk tat swabhavan pratibhodayan sataha Samikshaya mokha viharat ihase. Tvam hi asya janma sthiti samyaman vibho Gunair aniho akratakala shakti dhruk tat swabhavan pratibodhayan sataha Samikshya mokha vihara ihase.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O Almighty Lord, although you have no reason to become involved in material activity, still you act through your eternal potency of time to arrange for the creation, maintenance, and destruction of this universe. You do this by awakening the distinct function of each of the modes of nature, which before the creation lie dormant. Simply by your glance, you perfectly execute all these activities of cosmic control in a sporting mode. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Skeptics may question why the Supreme Lord has created the material world, which is full of birth, maintenance, and death. Here, the Nagapatnis point out that the Lord's pastimes are amogha, beyond any discrepancy. Since Sri Krishna, sorry, Mataji, hold on.
Yeah.
Sri Krishna actually desires that all conditioned souls live with him in his eternal kingdom, but those forgetful souls who are inimical to their loving relationship with God must go to the material world and be subjected to the conditions of time. The fortunate conditioned souls are startled into remembrance of their actual position as loving servants of the Lord, and from within the heart, the Lord then encourages them to come back home, back to Godhead, where time is conspicuous by its absence and where eternal blissful existence supersedes the dramatic but disturbing functions of cosmic creation and annihilation. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Translation and purport. Vice Divine Grace Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. O Almighty Lord, although you have no reason to become involved in material activity, still you act through your eternal potency of time to arrange for the creation, maintenance, and destruction of this universe. You do this by awakening the distinct function of each of modes of nature, which before the creation lie dormant. Simply by your glance, you perfectly execute all these activities of cosmic control in a sporting mood. So here the Nagapatnis, they are speaking about Krishna's, no, the different potencies, like how the Lord being in the spiritual world, still, no, he need not, like he don't have his, no, he says that asaktam teshu karmasu. He is least interested in this modes of activities, modes of nature, because this material world is handled by, I mean, mainly of three modes of nature, and Krishna stays away from them, right? So, but then here he said, but he is the one who is doing all this, right? Who is the one who is doing arranging the creation, maintenance, and that too, it is mentioned here that all these activities he's not doing like because I have to do it, I have to do it. No, he's doing in a sporting mode, right? What is sporting mode means? Like he's very enthusiastically he's doing, right? So we also, when it come to like material activities or something of sense gratification, we do it very sportively, right? We are very much interested. Okay, somebody wants to enjoy, okay, you want to go for a party, or like, okay, before coming, I'm not talking about now, maybe still it is still some no, that it will be there, but earlier, so we are very much interested, right? We have like if you want to go for a movie, or you want to go for outing, or you want to go out, no, or you want to drive, you want to for a vacation, these things are very much interested, right? So still the mind is not completely in the devotional service. Still that distractions is there when we, even when we do our devotional service, it's not a pure devotional service, right? So we are not in a pure devotional service platform. We are still, we are trying to become a good devotee, but so that is why even devotional service also has to be performed sportively. Okay, so Rupa Goswami Prabhupada in Nectar of Instruction, there is a one shloka. Anyone knows how the devotional service to be performed? He says in that how one should perform the devotional service. No, no. Utsahat निश्चयात् धैर्यात् तत्तत् कर्म प्रवर्तनात् जनसंगात् what is that? उत्साहात् निश्चयात् धैर्यात् तत्तत् कर्म प्रवर्तनात् जनसंगात् सतो वृत्तिः षड्भिर्भक्तिविन् sorry, not prasidati. Should not say wrong. Let me check once. Something like I made it here and there, I think. Okay, correctly only I said. Okay, Sangatyaga Satovritti Shadbir Bhakti Prasidyati. So this is 6 favorable thing for devotional service. So what are these? So one has to be very enthusiastic. So we have to be very enthusiastic. So tomorrow I have to get up and I have to do my japa very enthusiastically. Like we should know that that is the only time, while doing japa, that is the time for Krishna. So anything distraction thought come to our mind, we should tell our mind that you have whole day to think about it, not now, right? Now let me do. No, this is only for Krishna, and this is the time this is the time we have got to connect with Krishna. So let me do with full devotion to the Lord and hear every word properly, because most of the time when we chant, it becomes so mechanical that we are going on chanting but we are not even hearing properly, or we are not pronouncing each word. So many a times what happens when we say fast, right? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Many times the last Hare in the first will go, right? So it's always advised we have to record once in a while, not always. Sometimes, right, when we are doing very fast chanting, you just record your own and then hear, because the effect of the mantra will come only when it is chanted correctly, right? The 16 syllables has to be there. Properly we have to chant. Otherwise, if you take more time is also okay, right? Minimum 7 minutes is required for a proper. Even if you do fast also, it will take at least 7 minutes. Less than that, or if somebody is doing for 5 minutes, then obviously they are swallowing the words. It's not possible at all to do in 5 minutes. So 6.5 to 7 minutes is required for one japa, right? So we have to be very enthusiastic in doing everything for Krishna, right? Just like how we show enthusiasm in the things that is pleasing for us, that gives happiness to our senses. Similarly, we have to make Krishna happy, Krishna's senses happy. So that is possible only through devotional service. So endeavoring with confidence, and so one has to be very, whatever the endeavor we do for in the devotional service, we have to be confident that we are going to succeed. And then being patient. So this is also required. So one has to be very patient. It's not that I started doing now and still I have anarthas. It has not gone. It's not easy. So fast it doesn't go, right? Because millions of life we have done sense gratification thing, and suddenly now I started chanting and I expect that I have to become pure devotee in this life, or immediately like that. No, it's not possible. Maybe in this life it is possible. I don't know. Like could be possible for few who are really so purified, so much purified and completely dedicated in service of Lord. But yeah, not for me. So, but we have to be patient. We should not lose patience and okay, this is not for me. Many we give up, in the half. We should not be like that. We cannot give up, because we know what is right, at least, right? We know that we are on the right path. So even some days it may not be good, or your health may be not supporting. So, but still we cannot give up. So, however, we have to do it. So Krishna will give marks for that. No? And acting according to regulative principles such as Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. So these are 9 processes that we have in devotional service, right? So one has to follow those. So regularly one has to hear Shravanam. So most of you, I think many of you, few of you hear the daily Bhagavatam class, and others, I think you are also hearing other lectures in YouTube of the devotees, and the time for people who like Veena Mataji, like the timings will not support for them, because who are staying abroad. So they can watch the recording. You can watch that. And Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. So we do the Kirtan while doing puja, right? And also reading Prabhupada books. So associating. And I had shared one group link in the in our group, like a Srila Prabhupada book reading group. So it is morning 6:30 to 7. One Mataji, Deepti Mataji, she's very young child, like she's still a student. So she is taking in the sense everyone are reading, and then she just summarizes in short. But she does it so well with so many practical examples. And obviously, she's like just like a small child, but then they are coming with so much of skruti and devotional service they have done in the previous life. Otherwise, it's impossible to be so determined, right? So very determined. It's very nice to see such devotees and be in their association. So I would request anyone who is possible. So anyways, I think most of you, at least 10 to 12 rounds will be completed by 6:30, and remaining you can do after the any other time. So please do join. So that is all small book reading. So we're going to start on Friday another new book. So please do join whoever possible, okay? And yes, and abandoning the association of non-devotees. So this is very important. So unless we do this, like it's not like you become completely indifferent to them, or you don't. If they're calling, you're not picking the phone. That will not happen. That will not. That doesn't know. But then what happened? They slowly understand that no, she don't have taste in these things when they speak to us. So they will know that, right? When we are avoiding them, or no, they know anyways that somehow they know that you are practicing devotional service, and they will not also start, they'll stop forcing also. So usually it happens with everyone, like you have very limited friends in material circle when you start, after you start practicing devotional service, right? Somehow they only go away from us. Right? And so following in the footsteps of previous acharyas, so taking their so how they dedicated their life, and how they, like, we can take inspirations from so many acharyas, how, like even like Bhakti Vinod Thakur Prabhupada, like how, being a district magistrate, still he was able to give so much of time, right? In Krishna consciousness, he wrote so many books, and so much of time he was able to give to the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we can take inspiration, even the people who are working also, right? So how you can follow in the footsteps. So one has to be very enthusiastic. So like how it is mentioned here, the Lord still he execute, though he is not interested. Then why he has to create this material world? We may feel like, right? He is the one, it is mentioned here, right? You do this by awakening the distinct function of each of material modes. So the Lord only through, because in the spiritual world there is no these three modes, and there is no time also, right? The time is also eternal, but here to work it has to be the three modes. So basically we know that Mahavishnu glances on the Mahatattva, right? So when he enters there, and then he lies on the casual ocean. So it's a on the casual ocean he lies, and then from his breathing so many universes come up, and in the each universe Garbhodaka Shai Vishnu goes, right? So and his energy goes, only then there is a life, and then everything starts. So otherwise there is there is no life without Krishna, right? So even in this body, because of the soul there is this body, and everything is growing. The body from the baby, it is growing. Yes, we are giving it food and everything, but then it is only growing because of the life present in it, right? So similarly, because of Krishna's presence, the material world also grows, right? Everything is growing, and even like the Lord is there also, and as a super soul also in us, right? So here yeah, so the Lord's pastimes are amogha, being beyond discrepancy. The fortunate conditioned souls are startled into remembrance. So here it is said, wait, okay. Sri Krishna actually desires that all conditions should live with him in this eternal kingdom. But those forgetful souls who are inimical to their loving relationship with God must go to the material world and be subjected to conditions of time. So basically, the Lord is not, Lord wants us to be with him, right? As a father, like father would need the child to be with him, right? But he wouldn't, want him to be very far and where he could not see him, like that. So similarly, Lord also want to see us, but then we are crying so hard that I want to come and enjoy here. Then Krishna has created this world for us to enjoy. And then he gave a certain kind of body so that whatever kind of enjoyment I want to do, I can do in this body, right? That is actually his mercy. Otherwise, how can we get, no? Like, just like how parents give a toy for their child, no? To think that if he will be given a doctor set so that he can act like a doctor, no? So similarly, like that, Krishna has given us everything facility here so that we can enjoy, no? But then one day, no, Krishna expects that we can somehow come back to the Lord, because that is why this world is made like that. There is a suffering. So when we see those sufferings and we are always hankering for the happiness which we found in spiritual world, which we are not able to find here, then we think of Krishna, right? And Krishna is always, waiting to embrace us with his open hands. And yeah, the fortunate conditions are startled into remembrance. So Krishna, when somebody takes to devotional service, they can actually remember their actual position. Means they, at least they are get convinced that they are not this body and we are actually spiritual soul. And my position is actually to serve the Lord, right? And so by mercy of Acharya and Krishna, one can go back to Godhead. That is the uh, spiritual world of the Lord. Okay, go to the next one. 10.16.50. तस्यैव ते अमुस्तनवस्त्रिलोक्यां शान्ता अशान्ता उत मूढा योनयः शान्तप्रियास्ते हि अधुनावितुं सतां स्तातुश्च ते धर्मपरीप्सये हतः तस्यैव ते अमुस्तनवस्त्रिलोक्याम्
तस्यैव ते अमुस्तनवस्त्रिलोक्यां
शान्ता अशान्ता उत मूढयोनयः
शान्ता अशान्ता उत
मूढयोनयः
शान्ता प्रियास्ते ह्यधुनावितुं सताम्
शान्ताः प्रियास्ते यदुनावितुं सताम्
धातुश्च ते परीप्स्ये हतः
तातुश्च ते धर्मपरिसये तहतः
तस्यैव ते अमुस्तनवस्त्रिलोक्याम्
तस्यैव ते अमुस्तनवस्त्रिलोक्याम्
शान्ता अशान्ता उत मूढयोनयः
शान्ता अशान्ता उत मूढयोनयः
शान्ता प्रियास्ते हि अधुनान्वितुं सताम्
शान्ता प्रियास्ते हि अधुनावितुं सताम्
स्थातुश्च ते धर्मपरीप्सये हतः
स्थातुश्च ते धर्मपरीप्सये हतः
मुरलीधर प्रभु.
Hare Krishna Mata. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Therefore, all material bodies throughout the three worlds, those that are peaceful in the modes of goodness, those that are agitated in the mode of passion, and those that are foolish in the mode of ignorance, all are your creations. Still, those living entities whose bodies are in the mode of goodness are especially dear to you. and it is to maintain them and protect the religious principles that you are now present on the earth. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you. Yeah. So what is said in this shloka? So therefore, all material bodies throughout the three worlds, those that are peaceful in the mode of goodness, those that are agitated in the modes of passion, and those that are foolish in the mode of ignorance, are all your creations. Still, those living entities whose bodies are in the mode of goodness are especially dear to you. And it is to maintain them and protect their religious principle that you are now present on this earth. So we know that what is the context. So Yamuna, right? So this Kalia was living in the Yamuna river, and he was, no, it was coming. The poison was coming in from his body, and due to that, like the people had only that, the Yamuna river, and where they used to come and take that water for all drinking purpose, the Brajvasis, and many of them, like they used to, they were happening deaths there because of the poisonous water. And because of that, to save the devotees, Krishna comes, right? So to save them. So basically, wherever there is these entities, that there are non-devotees or demons who are trying to trouble the devotees, Krishna will always be present to protect them. So here also they are mentioning that part, like you are there, like there are different kind of beings there. So basically it can be classified into three, right? So the people in mode of goodness, people in mode of passion, and people in mode of ignorance, right? So basically here the goodness and pure mode of goodness, so those are very dear to Krishna, right? So basically goodness means people who are always, like, they are in knowledge, they are in right knowledge, no, they are in, who are in knowledge, and they are always, they are happy, no, they are happy, and whatever the work they do, right, that will be pure, no, because this will be pious deeds only they do. But then in mode of passion, what happens, people is very much, no, they are very attached, or hankering is there, too much of hankering we can see in the material world, like they are never satisfied with something, they get something, they again run after the other thing, something higher they want in life, or they in the materialistic, whatever they have, the car or the bungalow or whatever they have, um, they want to have more and more, right? And that is a, they will never be satisfied, they'll be very greedy. So these are the qualities described in chapter 14, that they'll be very greedy, and they'll be very hankering. And then the foolish means, so they don't know what is right and what is wrong. Actually, they think the right to be wrong and right to be wrong to be right. No, and actually the person is always, he don't know how to use the time properly, or he don't know the value of life, and he'll be using for sleeping most of the time, sleeping, the laziness and madness. It is mentioned, like in 14th chapter, pramada means madness. So what they do, they only don't know, like destructive things they do. Is such what will happen to the people? So it is said, like, even the destinations are different for these three people. So everything is made, like the one in goodness, he can go to the heavenly planet, higher planets, and in the mode of passion, they'll be again born into this earthly planet. And because this is the planet where fruitive activities is done, right? So the mode of passion means fruitive activity. And then in the person who dies at the time of death, when he is in a mode of ignorance, he takes birth in the animal species. That is mentioned in our shastras. So all these are done by God, and that is also out of mercy only. He created so many varieties. So we have this in all the species of life, mode of goodness, right? When in the animal we see cow is in a mode of goodness, and this tiger or lion, there's an in passion, right? Like that we have the foolish, or the cow, because crow, it is said it will only go into the filthy place and eat. So these divisions are present even in the trees and everything. Tree that gives nice fruits, no, that is in mode of goodness. And so something which is which does not give any fruit, bear does not any, that just grows and grows and grows. I mean, lot of leaves and these things we have, no, leafy or trees are, so they are can be said as mode of passion. And foolish means like the thorny ones or the cactus or what, these things. So everywhere there is a division, and everywhere Krishna, it is mentioned here that Krishna loves one who is in mode of goodness, and Krishna, they are very dear to, they are very dear, right? So Krishna, like Namo Brahmana Devaya, Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha, no? So we say that sloka, Namo Brahmana Devaya, Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha, no? So Krishna, actually the Brahmanas and cows are very dear to the Lord. So, but nowadays we see that how much cow slaughtering is also happening, and so people are in few states it is banned, but in few states they are doing it openly, and many other outside countries it's like they are doing. And many places I've heard, like even the people who have actually they are taking care as a pet, that those cows are getting lost, somebody is stealing, in some religion they eat, they are actually robbing those cows in the night. This actually my mother told me, like in their place also it was happening. Suddenly the cows are not seen. Very bad, very sad, actually. They don't, because they're like, they can't even make any noise or anything. They're very helpless. But then Krishna will not leave them, right? In Shastra, it is said that anyone who kills the cow, he has to be, he will go to the mother womb, but he will never see the light. In the sense, he will be either killed by the mother or something will happen. He will die in the stomach. He will never be able to come out only, right? So how many times, how many hairs are there in the cow body? So many times that person is not going to see the light, it is said. So it's very bad, right? So one has to protect the cows and the brahmanas, because brahmanas are the one who show us the what is right and what is the way of life, but not nowadays just by birth brahmanas, because now we have most of the people, 90%, 99% people born in Brahmin family, but they themselves are not aware of any of these Shastric injunctions. So this was not the case in earlier time. Krishna made the this bifurcation for a reason. All the castes are required for a society to run, right? So just like how we have hands, legs, and everything does some different functions, the stomach or the eyes, like that. Every this Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra is required. No, everybody cannot be a Brahmana. If everybody are Brahmana, who is going to work? How the Brahmana will get food? No? The Kshatriya should be there. The administration should be there, because there will be many the people who would create trouble for the people, the foolish people, like mode of ignorance. So for to control such people, there should be the king, eligible king should be there, able king. So administration also is required. And then Vaishyas, who are engaged in the farming and the this trading and these things, right? And then we have Shudra, who is going to help all the other divisions. So that is what the Lord made based on karma and guna. So based on, so we also have to choose the activity based on our psychophysical nature. So every one of us have some nature. So one is interested in teaching, or you are learning, so that person is actually Brahmanical quality, right? So you can take that profession. or somebody is good in administration, or you like that power. So then you have to be in the administration, that is Kshatriya. And then someone who is interested in taking care of cows and also the trading, this business. So he's a Vaishya. And then Shudra means helping. Helping means that, like, we know, like, we have the laborers, right, who are helping so much. If they are not there, we would not have the place we are living in, the nice, beautiful home, right? So they are also required. All these people are required in the society. So that is why the Lord has made these divisions. 10, 16, 51. अपराधः सकृद् भर्त्रा सोढव्य स्वप्रजाकृतः क्षन्तुम् अर्हसि शान्तात्मन् मूढस्य त्वम् अजानतः. अपराधः सकृद् भर्त्रा सोढव्य स्वप्रजाकृतः क्षन्तुम् अर्हसि शान्तात्मन् मूढस्य त्वाम् अजानतः. अपराधसकृद् भर्त्रा सोढव्य स्वप्रजाकृतः क्षन्तुम् अर्हसि शान्तात्मन् मूढस्य त्वाम् अजानतः. Okay, who wants to read?
May I, Mataji?
Yeah.
Translation by S.E. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada ki jai. At least once, a master should tolerate an offense committed by his child or subject. O Supreme Peaceful Soul, you should therefore forgive our foolish husband, who did not understand who you are. Purport. Because of their extreme anxiety, in this verse, Kaliya's wives mention the same idea twice, that the Supreme Lord should kindly forgive their foolish husband. The Supreme Lord is Sanatmatma, the Supreme Peaceful Soul, and therefore the Nagapatni suggests it would be proper for him to overlook at least this once, the great offense committed by the ignorant Kaliya. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So the translations. At least once, a master should tolerate an offense committed by his child or subject. O Supreme Peaceful Soul, you should therefore forgive our foolish husband, who did not understand who you are. So they're actually coming to the point now, right? So they have been praising the Lord. So this is the way when one, how one does the prayer to the Lord. So one should not immediately ask what is required, right? So even Dhruv Maharaj also, he realized when it said, like, when Krishna came in front, he felt so vulnerable that he didn't know what to speak. And then when the Lord Vishnu kept the Shankha on his head, right? Only then he got that knowledge and he started offering prayers. So even offering prayers to the Lord, unless Krishna's mercy is there, it is not possible for us to offer prayers, right? Even we, what would we do when Krishna comes in front? We would not know what to do, what to ask, what to say, right? So we may try to, we may forget all the verses also what we know, right? We may want to please Krishna by saying those verses, but we may not be able to tell when the Lord comes. This happens if you see, like when we go to temple, we may have, you may actually forget to ask what you want to ask something or to the God or say, you may forget it, right? When in the front of the God. So here also they are saying that, so a master should tolerate, you are being the supreme master, supreme peaceful soul, so you have to forgive the mistake of my husband. So because he was standing and stamping on the heads of the Kalya, right, the Krishna, and they're singing that he don't know that you are Supreme Lord, but these ladies, they're very much aware of the Lord's position, being a supreme, God. So the similar thing, the awkward thing, happened to Arjuna also, when he realized that because he was constant companion of Krishna, and he always thought him to be his friend, right? Right? He says, Sakheti matva prasabham yaduktam, he Krishna, he Yadava, he Sakheti, ajanata mahimadam tavedam, maya pramadat pranayena vapi. Oh Krishna, I Sakheti matva prasavam yaduktam. So thinking you as friend, I've been very lenient towards you. I made joke, I made fun of you. Hey Krishna, I called you Hey Krishna, Hey Yadava, like that and all I called you. No, maybe out of love or out of madness. I don't know why I called you like that, because now he is realizing, he's feeling very awkward, and he's saying, please forgive me for that. But then he says, Ichchapahasartamasatkritosi viharashayashana bhojaneshu ekotavapyachyuta tatsamakshvam tatkshamayet tvamahamaprameyam. So he says that so by I was always making fun of you in front of everyone, and I was sleeping with you I slept with you in the same bed without knowing your position. No, vihara shayya shana bhojaneshu. Even we were having, in the same, I used to take from your plate, or we used to have lunch with you. No, all that he is recalling. Oh my God, how can I did this mistake? He is a supreme Lord, and I treated him like a very negligible, right? But actually Krishna loves that. Krishna loves to be, served as a insignificant, like how Mother Yashoda treat him mother insignificant, right? But then the devotee is thinking like that, and then he says, Pitasi lokasya characharasya tvamasya vishwasya parannidhanam. No, you are a father of the universe, and then he says, Tasmat pranamya pranidaya kayam prasadaye tvamahamisha medium piteva putrasya sakeva sakyuhu. Say similarly, same thing he says, Piteva putrasya sakheva sakyuhu priyav priyayarhasi deva sodum. He says, just like a husband forgives the mistakes of his wife, and just like a friend forgives the mistake of his another friend, Pita, and then Pita is Piteva Pitrasya Sakeva Sakyu Priyav Priyayaras, and a lover of his beloved. How they forgive the offenses committed. Similarly, you have to. So he is asking forgiveness. Please forgive all those offenses that I have done to you. But no, Krishna is enjoying all that, hearing, right? So here also they are saying you are your supreme peaceful soul. So you have to forgive our foolish husband. So actually, like just like now, Prime Minister is there, right? Everybody treats Prime Ministers as a, like, somebody is in who is in a good respectful and powerful position. All the normal people, the citizens, they respect him, they pay obeisances. But when his friend comes, he just puts a hand on his shoulder, and he can talk to him. So which is more dear to the Prime Minister? So obviously his friend or his mother. So it is, we know, like Modi ji's mother now, when she was there, now she is not there anymore. But then every time when he used to go, she used to give 100 rupees in his hand. Just imagine, he can, whatever he can buy. He has, but then he's taking that as a ashirvad, like as a blessing. and mother is giving, as like how she would do to his child. No, even he's himself 70, right? But still, for mother, he is a child. So similarly, Krishna enjoys that relationship where that rasa is there. No, the five rasas. No, Shanta, Dasya, Sakhya, no, Vatsalya, and Madhurya. Madhurya being highest. So these are the highest rasas Krishna likes than worshipping Krishna to be, the supreme lord of this universe, like how we worship. Yes. So we are in the same stage because we are still in a sadhaka stage. But when one advances, they realize their position. And then Krishna reveals what is the position. Just like many of the acharyas knew that they are manjaris, right? So they serve like gopis. So that is a exalted position. So here also they're like almost this is concluding where they are saying, coming to the point that now please you forgive. This is the last sloka, I think the 52nd one. Let's see what is there in that. Okay, this is the last, I think 52. .16.52 अनुगृहीणीष्व भगवान् प्राणां त्यजति पन्नगः स्त्रीणां न साधु शोच्यानां पतिः प्राणप्रदीयताम् अनुगृहीणीष्व भगवान् त्यजति पन्नगः स्त्रीणां न साधु शोच्यानां पतिः प्राणप्रदीयताम् अनुगृह्णीष्व भगवान् प्राणां त्यजति पन्नगः स्त्रीणां नः साधु शोच्यानां शोच्यान् पति प्राणप्रदीयताम् Someone read translation, only one line, 2 lines.
Shall I read, Mataji?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Translation. Lord, please be merciful. It is proper for the saintly to feel compassion for women like us. This serpent is about to give up his life. Please give us back our husband, who is our life and soul. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So they are again begging, mercy of the Lord, and they are also reminding Krishna that we are women. So usually, they are saying that, it is the saintly people. So usually we know that in our shastras also women are respected. So what is there? There is no like it is said in Sanskrit. There is a shloka which says that where the women is respected and worshipped, there even the devatas reside in such a place, right? So basically, we have to also think. We cannot say that like we are like that. So we also have to see, do we have, being women also, do we have those qualities which the women had then, right? We have lost so many qualities trying to become equal with men in the society, because we see the Draupadi or the Kunti Maharani, they were the ideal women, like how they no, they what to say, they have been, they even like in the family life also, how they they have a knowledge also. There is not, they had all, like just like Rajarishis have all the knowledge. So similarly, even these ladies being the born in the being women also, they had access to all the shastric knowledge. Then they were full of, and still, but they were very humble. They were very humble and they were full of knowledge. Even if the gopikas, no, the gopi strees also, they were just a cowherd girls. It is said like they knew the essence of Vedas. That is, to love Krishna is the highest, right? They were so much in knowledge. So they were very saintly and they had all the good qualities, right? So it is mentioned here that women, no, like actually when Prabhupada says that women are very like soft by nature and very easy to manipulate also by the people, no, they can get cheated also. So obviously they have to be always in the protection of either in the childhood they should be protected by father, and in the youth by husband, and at the old age in the protection of a son, right? So that is why women were protected. So here it is mentioned, so please be compassionate and merciful. And see, because this person is about to give up life, so they are afraid that the husband would die. And it looks like that the serpent also had many wives, right? So that is what the chapter says, wives of Kalia, right? So he also had many wives, and they are all begging Krishna that please be merciful and give me. Actually, if he was killed by Krishna, it was good for him, correct? Because he could reach ultimate, the maybe he would go to only like Sahibja Mukti, like he would have come back again, but still it was good. But then they're asking like, please give back who is our life and soul, because they're so much dependent. They feel like nobody is there for their protection. They are begging, right? See what is there in the last. The surrender of Kaulis was now complete, and Krishna immediately gave them his mercy as described. Okay, so this finishes. Now tell us, your maidservant, what should we do? Certainly, anyone who faithfully executes your order is automatically freed from all fear.
This is the last one,
Shuka
53.
Okay, thus praised by 53, na?
Yes,
Nagapatni
53 Mataji.
released. Yeah. So we'll just read the translation only.
Yes, Mataji.
So now please tell us, your maidservants, what we should do. Certainly anyone who faithfully executes your order is automatically freed from all fear. We know that this is the first thing happens in devotional service. When we understand our position and the Lord's position and our relationship with Lord, the first thing goes away is the fear, right? Fear of future. What will happen to me? What will happen? That, this, and all that. So we understand that everything is in Krishna's control, and whatever he does is good for me, right? When we have that faith in Krishna, then there is nothing to fear. So let's see the next translation. So this is Shuka Uvacha. Shukadev Goswami said, thus praised by Nagapatnis, the Supreme Personality of Godhead released the serpent Kalia, who had fallen unconscious, his head battered by the striking of the Lord's lotus feet. According to Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakura, Lord Krishna, upon reaching his decision, immediately jumped down from Kalia's hood and stood before the serpent and his wives. We should remember that when Lord Krishna executed these pastimes, he was just a young boy in the Vrindavana. I think he was some 6-7 years or less than that, 5 years, something like that. Kalia slowly regained his vital force and sensory function, thus breathing loudly and painfully. The poor serpent addressed Krishna, the Supreme Person. Okay, so here we know, like, so this prayer gets complete. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
So
Mataji.
the Kali is
Hare
released.
Krishna
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंतकोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य दास ठाकुर की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे